What's going on, good people? You are in the den with a man, the myth, the legend himself. We're going to get right into it. Today, we're going to be talking about Bonnieblue. Now, if you don't know who Bonnieblue is a porn star who is most noticed for her stunt of having relations with over 1,000 men in one day. What a fabulous feat. That right there should have been enough to finish a video itself, but we're going to get into what is going on with Bonnieblue now.
Okay, so didn't know too much about the industry before I started, and it's as simple as filming videos and putting it online. I guess that's how I started.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you had a job in recruitment, didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
So, well paid?
Yeah, average, sort of average pay, average annual leave, the whole thing to summarise it, average.
OK, fair enough. So we've been talking, as we've mentioned during the show today, your salary, what you earn at the moment is upwards, you've let me know, of six.
Had good money, liked interacting with people.
Imagine sitting down and having a conversation like that with my mum and dad.
100%. So, no, I was always going to tell him that the video got leaked very quickly. And I was sort of only a week into it at this point. So I was always going to tell him, but I wanted to understand it better myself before I could sit them down and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, here's the reasons why. Yeah, to start with, they was a bit gutted and was like, you know, we wouldn't choose this for you. But that was at the start.
So they say Bonnie faces 15 years in jail in an Indonesian prison over pornography charges. Well, if she's already a porn star, why would you be in trouble for creating porn content? That is the question, and that's what we're going to dive into today. So it says right here in this article, it says Bonnieblue faces 15 years in jail after arrest in Bali over porn charges. This should be interesting, guys. British and creator Bonnieblue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, has been detained in Indonesia for allegedly producing pornographic content. Okay, so I know a lot of people are westernized and they don't really understand why would a person get arrested for engaging in what could be, or what might be, probably more than likely is one of the biggest industries in the world. Well, unlike the good old US of A, a lot of countries outside of this great country do not allow for content like the kind that she makes. Other countries follow suit. You look at Japan, they don't really let you show things that they really don't need to. Even if they're making porn, they really block out the things that they don't want you to see. It says Mrs. Billinger, 26 years old, faces a maximum of 15 years in jail and a fine of approximately 270 euros, I believe, if convicted under Indonesia's strict morality laws. Strict morality laws they have. And that would bring up the question about morality itself. That is something that has become to be a very tricky subject, because who says whose morality is bigger or better than the other? Who says someone's morality on one side is better than the person's morality on the other side? And that has pretty much led to a society that we look at, and what we have today is which anybody can do anything they want to. The sexual revolution as a result of that. And one could say, yes, women could be more liberated by this fact. But if one actually sat down and created a scale and showed you the pros versus cons, I would arguably say that they are probably more cons with letting people just go out and do everything outside of one's morality. One could probably say without those laws of such morality, then you end up with a society like this. You end up with people not big enough to say they are moving now is more of a detriment than it is a benefit. I'll let you be the judge. But if you look out your window or you look on your news, one could bet you'll find a whole lot of negative that involves the liberation and the actual erosion of a standard morale or morality. Now, it also says that her arrest in Bali followed public complaints that she had hired a bus to film explicit material with over a dozen young men during Schoolies Week. Now, this is where my eyebrows raised. It almost seems as if this is predatory behavior that she could or could have not allegedly been involved in. We all look and we all see these documentaries and videos with men go over to these different countries, whether it's Indonesia, whether it's Bangkok, Thailand, and go to engage in some of that some might call debaucherous behavior, in which allegedly some of these men could be dealing with or without the company of the lady boys. We know that. We see this. We can't always prove it, but we know this is what a lot of men go do, because it's a lot easier to get away with things they cannot get away with in this country. And it almost seems as if this is Bonnieblue as done or as involved in the same thing. And a person might ask, why don't you just go to Dubai and enter into the Dubai special? These guys have money, and these guys are not going to let you come over to their country as well without taking some money off the top. So it seems a little bit like she might have been trying to take advantage of people over in South Asia. So it said police raided a rental studio, seizing items including school Bonnieblue outfits and cameras, and subsequently transferred Miss Billinger to immigration authorities. Her passport seized. Ooh, nasty work. Mrs. Billinger, known for her controversial stunt, had her Bali visit on social media, hinting explicit activities attendees. You got to watch out, because I can probably guess that a lot of these people were not carded as well. So it looked like she was trying to engage in some of the fetish type young boy on older woman next door or girl next door content, and got kicked in the teeth and busted for it. Like I said before, men would be chastised, threw under the bus, ran through the grease, shot through the mud and the grease at the same time for even being involved in content like she's being in content now, allegedly. So you guys be the judge, because I'm just a messenger. Once again, you are in the den with Aaron G, and you always know this is a place to be. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and get into the comment section and let me know what you think. Until next time, everybody, I'm out.